At what age are you supposed to be ready for Europe? Because at the end of the day, you're going to a team that you're going to be coached to get him better. The sooner he goes, the better. But yet again, you're losing such a player from a Orlando Pirates perspective. It's a huge loss. So I'm not the one to say that, but I'm just saying that these are the type of players that we need to be playing in top leagues.
With interest from clubs such as Scottish giants Rangers, Austrian side Bull Salzburg, and African champions Ahly, could the Buccaneers cash in on their youngster? Mofokeng's unsuccessful trials with Premier League side Wolverhampton Wanderers and League One side Reading are behind him.
He's in UK. He's having a trial period with Wolves. Convinced that he's ready for whatever is coming. He's in a proper age. Maybe here it looks like early 18, but when you are ready, you are ready. It doesn't matter if you are 18 or 28. If you are ready to do it, you are ready. If you have the level, you have the level. And in this case, we all know the type of talent that Relay is, and everything is in his hands now to use this opportunity. We are, trust me, more than happy.
And now the young player sits at a crossroads. The possibility of a move to Ahly is quite intriguing, given the club's history of having South African players on their books. Back in 2017, Ahly paid a record-breaking 25 million rands to Betway for then 20-year-old Phakamani Mahlambi.
Case of like a Phakamani, where a boy is really good and he's young and there's an opportunity for him to go to Europe, I think we can't deny that opportunity. And I think definitely he could play at a higher level, definitely. There's no doubt in my mind.
Obviously, my ambition is to play abroad.
Who was touted to be the next big thing, but his time in Cairo was short-lived. Percy Tau was the latest South African on the Egyptians' books, with 2 CAF Champions League, 1 CAF Super Cup, and a domestic league to boat.
Which player will have the medals that Percy have? Maybe in the next 10 years, nobody, no? World Cup, 2 bronze medals, Champions Leagues, playing won the league in Belgium, played in the UK, Player of the Year now, African Player of the Year.
His 3 seasons in Cairo have definitely been trophy-laden. Both Percy Tau and Mofokeng recently linked up on Bafana duty, with the teenager making his senior debut in a 3-1 victory over Zimbabwe in a World Cup qualifier.
Mentally, I mean, what do you expect going into the camp for the first time?
Obviously, I'll meet the best players in the world, you know. So yeah, I can definitely get the advice from Hotline. Yeah, I'm going to advice. Then yeah, I'm going to pay the good time. I defeat a shop sponsor.
Could Percy Tau persuade young Mofokeng to switch Joburg for Cairo?
If you can be paid the same or better, and then you have a chance to play in the World Cup, to have the chance to win the Champions League, you're playing for the best team in the continent, where would you like to be? Where would you like to be?
Another suitor waiting in the wings for Mofokeng is Austrian outfit Bull Salzburg. Salzburg has been a proven launching pad for players looking to make a name for themselves in Europe, especially young African players in recent seasons.
Amadou Haidara, 20 years old, born in Mali, playing in Europe.
Servus Salzburg, see you on the pitch.
Look at the success of Sadio Mane, arguably one of the best African players of all time.
The African Cup of Nations to give Senegal success by 4 goals to 2, 4 kicks to 2 on penalties. They make it 4 out of 5. Mane, Senegal are African champions.
The team arrived back in Senegal yesterday after victory against Egypt. They won on penalties, and the person who scored that winning penalty was Sadio Mane, enjoying himself there.
African Player of the Year 2019, Sadio Mane.
Mane would join Salzburg in 2012 before earning a big money move to Premier League side Southampton. The Saints would pay 20 million euros for Mane, who was just brought in for under 7 million euros by Red Bull. If we are to bring it even closer to home, Salzburg had both Enoch Mwepu and Pasten Daka on their books before selling them on to Premier League side Brighton Hove Albion and Leicester City respectively. The Zambian duo did incredibly well in Austria, with Daka scoring 68 goals in 4 seasons and Mwapo contributing to 48 goal contributions around the same time. This is definitely a great indication that SADC and Southern African players can thrive and flourish in the Austrian Bundesliga.
So definitely a chance, 1 or 2 young players would definitely come from Zambia or from any other part of Africa. So it's a very, very special club that knows how to develop young players.
We also need to take into consideration that Salzburg have strong links to some of the biggest clubs in Europe, namely Liverpool, Dortmund, and not to mention their German sister club in RB Leipzig. The 19-year-old could use Salzburg as a stepping stone to one of the bigger and better clubs on the European stage.
Everyone was trying to make a step because Red Bull gives you the opportunity and there's not much pressure here, so you are able to develop. They are very patient with everyone. Everything a player or a person would want from life, from their football career.
And with Mofokeng having a full season of DStv Premiership football under his belt, and some continental experience in the CAF Champions League, which is arguably one of the most competitive competitions on the continent, a move to Austria could be the perfect platform for Mofokeng's young, budding career. With the European transfer window set to close on the 30th of August, the strongest links for the South African teenager has been Scottish giants Glasgow Rangers. Reports out of Scotland claim that the Glasgow outfit has been monitoring Mofokeng's progress for the past 6 months. The Teddy Bears sent scouts to assess the player in person during his trial basis in England, and the 19-year-old's versatility and ability to play across the front line was one of his most outstanding attributes in his scouting report.
What can Rangers fans expect should a deal materialise this summer?
Rangers fans can expect a show. I compared Relebohile to Neymar, but you can expect a great show. He's a great dribbler, great technical ability. He's very creative on the ball.
Is he a hybrid player, Jacek, or does he play predominantly on the left-hand side of the forward line?
For me, he's a definition of a flamboyant winger. So let's say a creative winger. So let's say the hybrid of winger and attacking midfielder. That's why I compare him to Neymar.
It's believed that the Rangers head coach Philippe Clement is looking at Mofokeng as a possible option, with the Belgium coach being quite familiar with young South African talents, having worked with Percy Tau during his time with Club Brugge. The Ibrox Stadium is no stranger to Kasi flavor, having been home to Bongani Zungu under Steven Gerrard back in the 2021 season. Maybe Zungu could provide some input on the youngsters' next destination, but with what Mofokeng did to the former Mamelodi Sundowns midfielder in the MTN 8 final, I don't see Zungu picking up the youngsters' call.
Control it. Beat the defender, you already saw opportunity for Namor.
Right, man, right there! Yeah, most of my goals are like that, you know.
The transfer of Relebohile Mofokeng from Orlando Pirates to a team outside of the PSL could result in a huge financial gain for the Buccaneers. When we consider the recent business done in the transfer window, it is clear that young South African players with high potential are highly sought after in the current European market. 13 goals and an MTN 8 trophy would award Mofokeng the DStv Premiership player.
And the winner is Relebohile Mofokeng, Orlando Pirates.
I'd like to thank the Orlando Pirates family and the fans for supporting me each and every game. Thank you for the support, I really appreciate it. I'll keep on pushing. Thank you very much.
With Shandre Campbell's 11 goal involvements for the season, landing him in second place. Chandre Campbell is currently valued at 10 million rands according to German website Transfermarkt, and he would command a 15.8 million rand transfer to Belgium giants Club Brugge, suggesting that the Belgium outfit had to pay a 30% premium to get the South African teenager out of Supersport. If we were to apply the same 30% premium on a Mofokeng transfer, Orlando Pirates would expect a transfer fee north of 20 million rands for their Diski graduate. The question remains whether the Buccaneers should capitalize on the current interest on their young superstar or continue to develop the youngster in hopes of securing an even more substantial transfer fee in the near future.